everyone, and welcome back to another supplemental episode here on Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. As you can see on your screen right now, we're looking at the VHS copy of Thomas and the Jet Engine. Before we get started here, I'm just going to give you a little brief history on Thomas and the Jet Engine, since it's been a long time since we've looked at this release in the HMR format. So Thomas and the Jet Engine was originally released in 2004 on VHS and DVD, and in the original HMR we took a look at the original 2004 DVD release. The reason you can tell it's from 2004 is because of the Anchor Bay logo down there. It's also a very thick plastic. So there's the back. Quick little refresher here. There's the disc. So that's what we looked at in the original HMR. It was also reprinted at some point by Lionsgate. That version I do not own, but the way that you can tell if it's a Lionsgate version is if you look down here. You'll see a little blue tab and it says distributed by Lionsgate. It won't have the Anchor Bay on it. It'll also have the HIT logo up here. So it'll also be a cheaper feeling plastic for the clamshell case. So there's your history, a little brief history section. So let's look at the VHS. It's actually very similar to its DVD counterpart. I also want to mention that this VHS comes from another community member. This VHS right here actually comes from Jake, also known as Thomas Fan 12341 and Thomas number 1 Fan 101 on YouTube. No, he didn't send this to me for free or anything like that. I bought it from him off of eBay like a normal capitalist consumer would, and yeah, it was a very reasonable. It was a very reasonable price, and I needed one. So thank you, Jacob, for listing this on eBay and making it cheap, I guess. So here's what the VHS looks like. Again, it's very similar to its DVD counterpart, except it's just a little more squished. Thomas and Friends, Thomas and the Jet Engine and Other Adventures. Thomas on the front looking very scared with the jet engine in the background. There's James on the bottom with Thomas swooshing past him. He's also looking very scared. Again, the exact same image from the DVD, except you can see more of the jet engine and more of the station set down here on the bottom on the DVD, while on the VHS it's more squished. On the side is obviously a lot more thicker. There's the big cartoon Thomas and Friends logo, Thomas and the Jet Engine, HIT Entertainment logo, children's VHS, all that stuff. There's no HIT logo on the DVD though. I found that quite interesting. The back, exactly the same as the DVD. You got your Thomas and Friends logo, making tracks to great destinations. A snapshot from Salty Stormy Tale, and a snapshot from Percy and the Haunted Mine. Your blurb about what's on the tape, and your story stops down there on the bottom. And text specs, copyright information stuff on the bottom. There it is on the back of the DVD as well. Interestingly, the HIT logo is on the back of the DVD, while on the VHS it's on the side. Interesting, I suppose. And also the DVD lists bonus features and the VHS does not, because VHSs do not contain bonus features. Unless you count trailers as being bonus features, which I don't know if it has any trailers on it. I haven't tested it. Slide it out of its slipcase there. Thomas and the Jet Engine. It's a very simplistic label. In 2004, Thomas and Friends on VHS and VHS in general was on its way out of the media market, so I guess I just didn't care to make the ink label look any cooler. So it's very simplistic, very bland, but I don't really care all that much. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much the gist of the supplemental for Thomas and the Jet Engine. There's no menu tour that we have to do, because we've already done the menu tour in this HMR right here, back whenever that came out. Probably 2016 is when that one came out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.